Hey, it's me again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create branches to utilize when you're working on a project. Branches are a great way to keep things organized in your code base and also within your GitHub as well. They're also utilized a lot when working with another person on a project or even an entire team. So let's get to it. So in the last video, we created our first file in our repo, and we also pushed up our first change. In this video, I'm just going to show you the basics of creating a branch and then moving within different branches. We're not going to get super complex. This is just to give you an overview and an intro to utilizing branches, so in the future, it's a little bit easier when you get into the nitty-gritty. So first things first, let's clear out our terminal so it's a little bit easier to read. And let's make sure our path is correct. Before we create our first branch, let's see where we are. And to do that, we're going to type git status. And right here, it's telling you that you are on your main branch and you are all up to date. Git status is going to be your lifesaver when utilizing different branches because it'll help you make sure that you are, one, committing those changes to the correct branch and that you are in the right branch to then further create more changes. First things first, let's create that new branch. So you're going to type git space checkout space -b space and then whatever you want your new branch name to be. Typically, you would utilize names like footer, header, body, main content, things like that that are going to be a specific part of the page you're working on. But for now, we're going to make things super simple and obvious just for the sake of learning this for the first time. So we're just going to name this branch New Branch. Now, you can either name it New Branch like this, or you can do New Branch like this. It's all up to you. Either one is fine. I am personally going to stick with this one. Once you've chosen your name, you're going to hit enter. Then it's going to give back this small message letting you know that you've switched to a new branch. Now, let's do another git status. And it's going to tell you right here that you are on the branch New Branch, okay? So git status is always going to let you know what branch you're on and if there are any changes that need to be committed. As you can see down here, nothing to commit. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add a new change into your new branch. You're going to follow the exact same steps that we did in our initial first push to our repo. So let's create a new change for this branch. In your text editor, in your index.html, let's go down to a new line and let's give it 2 just to give some nice space. So let's add a line that says, testing new branch. And let's spell branch right. That's pretty important. And now we see that this is highlighted orange again. So we're going to go down back into our terminal and we're going to do git status. And now that we see that we have modified our index.html, and let's go ahead and add this change. So we're going to do git add dot and hit enter. And then let's go again and see our git status. Great, so we have successfully added this change. Now we're going to go to git commit -m open quote first new branch change close quote. The message can be whatever you want it to be. I always keep mine fairly short so I know exactly what I was doing in that change. We're going to hit enter. And now we're going to do git push. Now, this next step, really pay attention because this is going to happen every time you make a new branch. Once you type git push, we're going to hit enter. And it's going to spit back this message for you with this new command. And all you're going to do is you're going to copy that entire command that they give you, and you're just going to paste that into your terminal and hit enter. The reason this comes back is you will have to set up your new path to your branch with GitHub. So all this is doing is creating that path to push those changes properly back into your GitHub utilizing this new branch. So we're going to hit enter. You have successfully pushed up your new change to your new branch. And just to double check that we've done it successfully, let's type git status. and you are all up to date. Now that we've done that, I have one more thing to show you guys about branches. When utilizing branches, sometimes we have certain work in one branch and sometimes we have certain work in the other. So to go back in between branches, all you have to type is git switch and then the name of your branch that you want to go back to. Now, since we will only have one other branch in our main, you're going to type git switch main and you can just hit enter. And that's going to take you back to our original main branch. And as you can see, the new line of text that we created in new branch is not going to show up here because all changes that you make in your branches will only appear when you're inside of that specific branch unless you have merged all your work together. And if you're wondering what merging your work together is, that's going to be the next video. Before we go, let's just confirm that we've successfully created that new branch in GitHub. So we're going to open up our browser again, and usually automatically this little notification is going to come up that you have recent pushes on a new branch. Next, we're going to merge our work together on GitHub and you will be all set to create your projects. Or if you were just stopping by for this video, bye!